And hello everyone. Today is Sunday, November 30th, 2025. It's around 11:11 a.m. Pacific time. And the temperature is 2 degrees Celsius here in Vancouver. Welcome Juanita and aloha Danica. Hope you're doing well on this fabulous Sunday. Cold, 2 degrees, but doesn't feel super cold. There's no like wind or anything. So we'll walk around for a couple hours and see how it goes. Hey Medano, what's up my man? And Jazz is also with us. And Lisa is in the house. Hope you're all enjoying your Sunday and getting ready for December now, coming up tomorrow. Christmas season is upon us. So that should be exciting. I think I'll make my way to a Tim Hortons since I haven't had my coffee yet. We've had a tremendous amount of rain this fall. But today happens to be clear, so I thought I'd get out and do a live stream, but most days it's been raining. Ever since probably second week of October. Yeah, it's nice here today. Yep. Cool. It's, I think, 2 degrees now, but it's probably going to get up to maybe 6 or 7 degrees. And Mike Landry, $2 super chat. Hello, Robert in chat. Thank you, Mike Landry. Appreciate you, my friend. I'm going to head to Tim Hortons and get a coffee or a tea right now. So we'll be using your $2 for that. Thank you, sir. And we have Marie Palmer with us. Welcome, Marie. Good to see you. How you doing? Hope you and Brad are doing well, and the dog Bobby. Thanks for reminding everyone, Juanita, to hit the like button. And subscribe. And if you have a membership, you can watch my members only videos. I released a food review this month of a place called Nando's. Nando's Peri Peri Chicken, a South African chain. It serves a very unique sauce with its chicken. They make very good like rotisserie chicken, like Swiss chalet kind of stuff. And then they add this peri peri sauce. It comes so that you can add it on top, or you can just have it on the side. But it's a very spicy and tangy sauce. Very unique. And we have Israel Morales with us. Welcome, Israel. Yeah, the chicken was very good, Yoani. It was very tender chicken, very flavorful chicken. Good. And they put that peri spice on the fries too. But actually, I could probably do without that. Next time I might just get regular fries, or I might try the rice that they have. They have like some sort of flavored rice that you can get on the side, but I feel like you can just get regular fries and dip it into the peri sauce, and that would be good enough. The peri sauce has got some interesting chili pepper that's from Africa. It makes it taste hot and spicy. And then it's also got a lot of, I think, lemon juice in there. It's good. It's a very, very tangy sauce. But it's good. Nando's. If you guys have a Nando's. There's some Nando's in Toronto. I don't know if where else they have Nando's. I don't think they have any in San Francisco, but I'm not sure if they have any in the States or not. Hello, Richard, and Travels with Steve Van City. Welcome, Travels with Steve. Are you in Vancouver? It looks like by your name. Looks like you do some videos here in Vancouver. You're sure Nando's in the U.S.? Juanita says there's one in Dallas. Okay, so they do have Nando's in the States. It's not the cheapest fast food place in the world, but for half a chicken and a French fries, it's like 18 bucks Canadian plus tax. So maybe you wouldn't get it every day for lunch, but it's kind of a once in a while type thing. But for those of you who have had Swiss Chalet before, I would say Nando's compares to Swiss Chalet. The sauce is completely different than what you'll get at Swiss Chalet, but it's still pretty good. I love the Swiss Chalet sauce as well. So we've reached Commercial Drive. This is the main drag, one of the more bustling streets in the city of Vancouver. Probably won't be too busy on a Sunday, but we'll head down there to the Tim Hortons and grab myself a beverage and a snack maybe. You live in Surrey. Oh, nice. We have Harjot with us. Welcome, Harjot. Randy Ruck is in the house. What's up, Randy? Beautiful morning in East Van. Yes, it is. Cannot complain about this weather. It's chilly, but that's okay. For walking around, it's fine. It's much better than all the rain that we've had. Not that I'm against rain, it's just hard to do anything in it. You guys are digging out. Oh, did you get a lot of snow, Randy? Yeah, that's one thing I don't miss. Chalet sauce is the best. Chalet sauce is real good. But there's no Swiss chalets in British Columbia. There is 0 Swiss chalet in all of British Columbia, if you can believe that. This is the York Theatre. Mark M is in the house. What's up, Mark? Sun is shining, very nice today. You know, I feel like as the fall and the winter approach, the sun kind of shines brighter in the winter than it does in the summer, I feel. I don't know, there's something about the winter sun that is really bright. It's not necessarily warmer, but it's brighter. There used to be Swiss chalets all over, but they disappeared. Yeah. They closed up shop and decided to exit BC altogether. I guess they weren't making enough money, but this looks like a Greek place. They've got chicken souvlaki there. Venice is good. Yeah, Venice is I haven't been to Venice yet, but I've been to Download Chicken, which is right there. It's very, very good chicken, like probably the best you'll ever get. It's expensive, more expensive than like Popeyes and KFC and stuff like that, but they have really good spice on their chicken. Venice is a sub shop that's pretty popular around here. Bombay Kitchen and Bar. It smells like Indian food around here. This place is also pretty popular. It's called Lunch Lady. Vietnamese street food. And there's a new sort of food hall being opened up pretty soon. It's called Time Out Market. And they're going to have a lunch lady branch there, as well as Down Low Chicken, I believe. This is called Sweet Cherubim. Oh, it looks like an Indian food as well. They've got samosas and stuff in there. We've got Brad with us. Welcome, Brad Palmer. How you doing, my man? And George from San Mateo. Welcome, George. Looks like they've got some sort of event here in Grandview Park today. Some live music going on. I'm not sure what it looks like a cool couch to take photos on. Some other stalls and whatnot. I'm not sure what's happening today in the park. There's a nice coffee mug statue there. You had a scary ride home with snow-covered roads. Oh, that sucks, Brad. I hate driving in the snow. It's one of the biggest reasons I don't want to live in this snowy area, is the driving aspect of it. Glad you made it home safe, though. Hello, Mark Bass. Travels with Steve has been through San Mateo on the Caltrain. You know, I never took the Caltrain while I lived in San Francisco. I never actually rode the Caltrain. I should have. I meant to. I was planning on it, but it just never happened. I wanted to take it down to San Jose, but never made it. Yeah, this is a good, nice area to walk around, Steve. Just gonna actually order a Tim Hortons on my phone, make it easier, because it's not one of the quickest ones over there. And then they won't complain about me recording. I'll just run in and grab it real quick. We got Korean style chicken here. I haven't tried Korean style chicken yet. It's pretty popular though. Yes, Caltrain's all electric, that's right. And we have DR saying, wish you all a happy Sunday from Querétaro, Mexico. Awesome. Hope you're doing well in Mexico. Our buddy Israel Morales is from Mexico. Smells like incense out here. Oh yeah. Haven't listened to rap music in a long time. Not just incense, but very strong smell of marijuana as well. This area is considered to be Little Italy, as you can see on the colors there. Hey Trojan, how you doing, my man? Looks like they have lots of food in Vancouver. Oh yes, absolutely. Lots of food, lots of pretty good food in Vancouver. I would say it's definitely a foodie place. Yes, I ordered a tea and a bagel. Yes, thank you. Appreciate it. You too. I got a steep tea because I really like the steep tea that they have here. Best foodie place you've ever been to was Charleston. Oh, nice. Yeah, I usually do get a double-double, but lately I've really liked the, I've really had a hankering for the steep tea that they have. It's pretty darn good tea, I'll give you that.
Good tea.
Yep. I usually get 1 milk and 2 sugar. Got the Red Burrito across the street. That's a good restaurant. That's a good, like, fast casual place. Very similar to Chipotle, but maybe even better. course, as I said before, I like burrito bowls as opposed to burritos themselves. Burritos are a little bit messy for me. People say New York City is good, but I haven't tried it. Haven't tried what? Tim Hortons has pretty good bagels too, and in general their food isn't that bad at all. They certainly have a lot more food options than most coffee shops. This is Cafe Calabria, the oldest Italian coffee house in the city, maybe. We're in Little Italy, like I said, so we've got that Italian coffee space. We've got this La Grotto del Formaggio sandwiches. Coffee's a little more expensive here than Tim Hortons, but I'm sure it's quite good. Let me sit here for a minute and try that bagel. Let's try out this bagel here. Hope everyone's enjoying their Sunday. The tea is really good.
You got a Tim Hortons coffee, you got a camera. Good, right on.
Yep, I'm just doing a YouTube live stream.
Attaboy. But unfortunately, you know this is for paying customers comes here, right?
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
but I'm a nice guy, you can sit. I'm not blocking you.
You can sit on the bench of the bus.
yeah, but then if the bus comes, they'll think I want the bus.
There you go.
Let's
So
try
get
this
off the
bagel.
table.
I'm just going to try a bite here.
Well, the customer of the place has the coffee and...
You're still here, you're still here, you're still here. Maybe shut up the table. I'm trying to be nice, right?
What the fuck?
Pretty darn
I
good
do
bagel.
understand. You come here with the Tim Hortons shit that sits in else's restaurant. Get the fuck off the table, man. Go move over there. I'm trying to be nice here, right?
Do you own this place?
Yeah. This is my place. So before I kick your camera off the table, you better move quick.
Really? All right, bro.
Thank you. You have a nice day.
Looks like we got a dingus here,
There
guys.
you go, fuckface. Don't walk the science.
Whatever, old man. We got a dingus over there who's giving me a hard time. Thinks like he owns the place. I don't know. Maybe he does own the place, but fuck. I couldn't tell if he was kidding or not, but fuck him. I don't really want to get in a fight today. Retro Scorpion says dingus drama. Yes. Happens once in a while around here. Some, you know how old people can be. They're very nitpicky. He was upset that I was having Tim Hortons on that table, but I guess that table is technically reserved for customers of that particular cafe or restaurant. So I don't know. He said he was the owner, so I didn't want to really. If he is the owner, I guess he does have a right to kick me out, but. Rob7509 says, really, what a joke. Yeah, I know. I don't want to deal with, we've already had our big enough dingus encounter this year. Mighty Bull is with, so I was searching for bull items, so much fun for live streamers. Because every find was a real bullseye. Join the hunt 2026. He wouldn't swear at you if he was the owner. I don't know if he was the owner or maybe just some regular that hangs out there, but he looked like a pretty rough character, frankly. Loudmouth. So we'll just keep walking. Not everyone in Canada is nice. We have just as many dickheads as any other country. But let's stop here and finish off that bagel. Hello from Ottawa. Ottawa is a blanket of snow. If he truly is the owner, yeah, I don't know if he was the owner or not, but he said he was. So I wasn't really going to question it. Let's continue eating our bagel here. Better food than that guy's place. They put a good amount of cream cheese too. They don't go cheap on the cream cheese at Timmy's, I've noticed. They'll put a lot on. Yeah, who knows, Randy? No, it wasn't the Tim Hortons guy that was upset. It was the guy who owned a coffee shop a few doors down. He was upset that I was sitting at that table with my Tim Hortons coffee. At first I thought he was just kidding, then he just started going off, so I don't know. It's hard to tell with these people. Yeah, I agree, Randy. There's no sense of arguing with somebody over something stupid like that. I mean, the dude had a neck tattoo, so... When I see someone with a neck tattoo, I generally avoid them.
I got one.
Yeah, but you seem like a nice guy.
I didn't.
Yeah, we were just live streaming on YouTube. Yeah, West Coast Walker.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
I want to do some YouTube stuff.
yeah.
I'm going to go to Philippines,
Philippines. Yeah,
Thailand.
yeah, yeah.
I watch a lot of these guys, and
Those-
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, those places are really hot right now. A lot of people.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Like all these little towns and like around Thailand.
you get to see these cool
And
places.
Cebu City,
Cebu City. Yeah,
where all the expats are, where they're hanging out.
yeah,
In Dumaguete.
yep.
And then now they're leaving because they already been there 10 years. And now they're like, oh man, the women get you there. I don't know, for some people, anyways.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the expats, they're like,
Yeah, I have a friend
They
that.
were overblown by the amount of women over the ratio of women to guys.
Yeah, I have a friend in Vietnam who found love over in Vietnam, and he's
I've
staying
never-
there now.
I'm so lonely here in this town. Like I lived here since 1977.
Really?
And I only went back to the Philippines twice. I'm from the Philippines.
Yeah.
And the rest of my life I just worked here.
Yep.
Now I'm able to collect my pension.
Yep.
Hopefully in the next 10 years.
Yep.
But they keep hiking it up
Yep.
to another 2 years. So now it's 67.
Oh, okay.
So I thought I only had 9 more years. I'm 57. And now 10 more. Right? But I think people are living a little bit like they're
Longer.
living longer.
Yeah.
And because of the things that I did when I was younger, like working out, bodybuilding, powerlifting.
some version of motion.
Now I'm old. I don't need to work out anymore.
Right.
Like I just need to I'm developed. I have a good job. I established myself in Canada.
Yep.
And so now I can just leave my bike. I drive all day long. I drive. I got a good job.
Good. Good.
I've been working for Fortis for 2 months.
Nice. Nice.
Like I just got this new job and it's fucking great. Like life is good. But what I don't like is people saying it's not a good place to live. And I think this place is a great place to live, regardless of how many immigrants are here, or who's here or not, or who the politicians are. But it's the people that really,
Absolutely. Yeah.
it's the people.
I agree.
Not
I agree.
it's not about judging. Right? It's about how it just really depends on who you talk to.
Yep.
And the guys that are blogging, guys that blog, they're good. They're just showing how it is.
Yep.
And,
That's what I do.
Just because you don't like tattoos and stuff, some guys, they wish they could erase it.
Yeah. No. Well, I don't care about the tattoo, but that guy was acting like a real tough guy back there and giving me bullshit.
I understand what you're saying. Because when I grew up, my dad was a real disciplinarian.
Yeah.
And that's probably the only reason why I made it here.
Yeah.
Like he brought us here from the Philippines.
Yeah.
We had to wait 3 years. We immigrated. My mom and his 3 kids.
Yeah.
He came here with less than $200 in his pocket. Coming from the Philippines, 1974. He had to stay here
Yeah.
in order for him to get Canadian citizenship.
Yep.
He has to live here for 3.5 years.
Yep.
And And then that's what happened. And he was a laundryman. He came to Canada, next to nothing. He
Yep.
had nothing. Like he just had $300 and no return ticket.
Yep.
But he had a job. He had a job, and he made it happen, and he prospered. And that's the Canadian dream.
It is. Cheers, my friend.
That's the Canadian dream.
Yep. Same with my family.
And like stores like this, you'll never see a store like this where they sell really cheap chicken,
Yep.
cheap stuff. They're really running out of places like that. There's a lot of places that are they're so expensive that people can't really afford it, and that's why people are resorting to other things.
Yep.
When there's people actually like these food banks and stuff like this. You guys can like give to those.
I try to, absolutely.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
I have like a knapsack full of whatever it is that I don't need.
Yep.
I'll go to the food bank. That's because that's how I grew up. Like I remember when I didn't have much.
Yep.
And I see people. I see people stealing. I'm not like a police, but I said, look, is that really necessary?
Yeah, I don't
I
don't
go, if you
report
put it
them, but
back,
I don't like seeing it.
I go like this. If you put it back, I'll give you $20.
Well, that's nice of you.
That's what I did. Because I don't want this guy to stab me. Right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm here because I just don't want to see it, and I understand. That's why I said, is it necessary? And if he did the right thing and put it back, I'll fucking pay for it. That's the trick. See, the thing is, people don't care. They go, fuck you to me. And he gets in trouble.
Yeah.
Right?
That's good.
That's the wrong thing to do. So when people are blogging, you actually get educated on how you should. Because people don't know how to fucking think. and then you guys, in a different angle, you guys show them. This is what you're doing, idiot.
Yep.
Right? And this is the right way to do it. Like you need somebody like me.
Yep.
Right? It's like that.
Exactly.
And that's great.
Well, folks, we met a very nice gentleman from Vancouver here who makes up for the asshole that I met earlier.
You know what? You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up.
Thanks you, my friend. What's your name?
My name's Miko.
Miko. Okay.
Miko.
I'm Robert.
Nice to meet you.
You too, boss.
And I love meeting bloggers and you're doing a good job.
All right, check me out on YouTube, West Coast Walker. See you, man. Hey, Time Scales, how you doing? Yeah, we met. That was a nice guy there. We met a very nice guy who made up for the dickhead that I met earlier. Hello, Jean-Marc Bordeaux from France. Nice produce mart. Yes, that is a nice mart down there, actually. It's one of the nicer ones here in this area, it looks like. As we've reached Commercial and Broadway Station. Got something to do with Cuba here. We've got a Fidel Castro fan. That's what you call an old communist right there. Yeah, that was a cool guy. He said he wants to go to Philippines and Thailand and all these places. Got some fans of Fidel Castro. Let Cuba live. Cuba is alive, isn't it?
Yes, very much. And we'll be there forever.
I'm sure they will. Those communists, they don't give up power, do they?
The people don't give up. You don't have support.
I'm sure the Cuban people are very nice.
Cuba is a very nice country.
Yeah.
There is a lot of propaganda outside the country. because a political thing for the Americans.
Yeah.
They want to control everybody.
Yeah.
Now they want to control Venezuela.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
have a good one, my friend. I don't really get into politics, but there's somebody supporting Cuba there. One thing I don't support is communism, though. I don't talk politics much, but I can tell you this, I'm about 1,000% against communism. And in general, socialism as well. The Mighty Bull said smash the like button. Yes. Your American friends don't like the fact, well, I think we should be able to travel to Cuba even though it's communist. I mean, I don't see a big deal about traveling to Cuba. I mean, people travel to China. A lot of people travel to China. Yes, you can say anything you want in this country, Randy. That's the beauty of it. We have something called the Charter of Rights and Freedoms in Canada, similar to the Bill of Rights in the United States. And freedom of speech is in there. Freedom of expression, I believe they call it here. So you can pretty much say whatever the hell you want, as long as you're not threatening people. But that does not go for the chat, okay? You can't say whatever you want in the chat. We have pretty strict rules in the chat. We don't have freedom of expression in the chat. Pawn shop ain't open today, says YouTube creator. Probably not. I don't think pawn shops generally open on Sundays. I don't think they do, but I could be wrong. If they do, they might open later on in the day or something. Marie will be right back. Okay, Marie. You used to be able to fly to Mexico, then to Cuba. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Let's head down 12th Avenue, see what's down here. But probably like the high-end salons might be closed, but my barber shop is open 7 days a week. I know Monday is often a day off for the salons because a lot of people would rather get their hair cut on a Sunday, so they take Monday off instead. There's a nice lake down that way. Yes, Trout Lake. You know about this area, Mr. YouTube creator? Can't you get to Cuba from Canada? Yeah, you can go to Cuba from Canada. Yep. We got the bus driver waving at us. Some people don't mind. Some people are quite nice here in Vancouver, and some people are dickheads. It's just it's the same as everywhere else in the world. In the U.S., almost our barber shops are closed on Mondays. Yeah, even Supercuts. I'm not sure. I think Supercuts might be open. I had a great deal when I was in California at Supercuts. You could get a membership there, and you pay $15 a month or $15.99 a month for unlimited haircuts. You could go to any Supercuts you want at any time throughout the month. So it was a great deal. I've never seen anything like that anywhere else except in California. This is Victoria. We can go down Victoria Drive a little bit, see what's on Victoria. Either up Victoria to 31st. I don't think I'm going to make it all the way to 31st, but I will walk for a little while. I can't do another 4-hour live stream, guys. I did a 4-hour live stream last week and I was dead for like 2 days, man. That took a lot out of me. Supercuts is like $40 now. Yeah, haircuts are expensive. I pay $26 plus tip. I always round it up to 30. Every 3 weeks or so, I'll probably get a haircut. 3-4 weeks. That 4-hour stream was epic. Yeah, you guys were both here for that, but that was that was too long, man. My legs were hurting big time. I think I'm going to stop here for a sec and grab the bagel out of my pocket. Still have half of it. SY75 says hello. Hello. Your legs were hurting from sitting there. I don't blame you. So it looks like they brought the handles back instead of the usernames. It seems that's most of the streams I've been watching lately have the handles. Looks like this is going to be how they're going to do it from now on, unfortunately. So my recommendation would be to change your handle to something more easier to read if it's just a bunch of letters and numbers. little mosaic here. Some live streams it's the same, some it's different. Yeah, I don't know why they're doing this, but nobody likes it, but I guess it's to keep people from impersonating you. I actually have an impersonator that's been going around in the chats. They changed their name to West Coast Walker. They changed their handle to that. And they've been pretending they were me. Hey Michelle, how are you? We're here over at Trout Lake. A nice park here in East Vancouver. Cosmo Scary. Hello Cosmo, how you doing? Hope you're well. Haven't seen you in a while in the chats. Cosmo was a big viewer of a lot of the New York channels. I believe Cosmo has a channel in New York as well. I saw him a lot on Walks in Wall Street streams, but Tom hasn't streamed in a while. Hey Cosmo, has he given up on live streaming? He used to get over 1,000 people in his chat every night. Randy Ruck for something afterwards. Thank you so much, Randy, for the $10 super chat for something afterwards. Appreciate you, my friend. I just had that delicious bagel and my tea. I'm good to go for now, but later on I'll get some lunch. Thank you, sir. Michelle says, Robert, doing good despite all the snow that we have last week. You're in Calgary, right? That's probably not the place to be in the winter. You think he's doing mostly recorded vids? Yeah, now I noticed that, yeah. David Collum's with us. Yeah, the recorded videos are okay. I don't think he's going to get that many views on his recorded videos, though. I think it's mostly people watched his channel for the live streams, so because he would talk about finance. He's a smart dude, Tom. He's a very smart dude. But I'm sure he's busy with his real job, which I believe is a real estate broker. which is something I'm considering getting into myself. Yeah, it's too muddy over here. I'm gonna hike it back through this wet grass and Am I coming back to the States anytime soon? Not sure. Probably not for a while. They're pretty strict at the border nowadays. See if there's a way back to the street through here. Cute little area here. Kids playground. Cosmo Scary, $1 super chat. Super sticker, super chat. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Cosmo. Appreciate you, my friend. Why did I leave San Francisco? It was just time to leave. My job, my contract ended, and well, you're not really supposed to stay in the States without if you don't have authorization, you know what I mean? So I had to move on. What are they strict about? Well, they're strict about people entering, you know, if they were previously they want you to prove ties to Canada and all this stuff in case you go and try and live there. If you do go to the States, my suggestion would be to basically erase your phone. Get rid of most of the text messages, delete all the apps like Instagram and Facebook and WhatsApp and anything where you're chatting with people or you're putting up social media posts. Delete all those from your phone. You can always download them again when you get over the border. But ideally you want your phone to be completely clean of any sort of information. You don't want anyone reading any personal info, because they will pull out your phone and go through all your text messages and everything else.
Just stay in, and then in the summertime.
You're thinking about coming up for a day trip to Vancouver? Yeah, you should, Mark. I forget where you're located, Mark. This is the Trout Lake Community Center. You love the city of San Francisco. It's a beautiful city, very historic, a lot of stuff to do there. Just take a dummy phone, yeah. Well, you're still gonna, well, I don't know if a dummy phone's necessarily gonna work in the States. So you could bring your phone. It's just go through all the text messages, delete everything, get rid of all the apps, and you're good to go. I'm not saying delete your account, just delete the app off your phone. You can always download it again and log back in and you're good to go. Otherwise, they'll go through your whole life and try and find an excuse to ban you. I'm not banned from the States, but they did give me a hard time last time. I've never been to Canada, even though it's not that far away. Hey, you should check it out, Cosmo. I think some nice cities here in Canada. Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver are all worth visiting, I would say. And Banff, which I've never been to, but certainly looks quite beautiful. Bribe the border patrol with poutine. That's an option. That's always an option. Your favorite part of San Francisco is the Lombard Street, the crookedest street in the world. Yeah, I like Lombard too. Banff is so's Calgary, except in winter. Yeah, Calgary is worth checking out. I've never been there, but I'd like to see Calgary. And the only place I went to in Alberta was Edmonton and Jasper briefly, when I took a train across Canada. I believe they stopped in Edmonton and Jasper. It was a long time ago. I think that's where they stopped. I'm not filming you, asshole. What are you filming me for? As if I'm filming your ugly face, you fuckface. Filming me. Yep, dingus number 2 we've got today on a Sunday morning here. That building is called the Stainsbury. And we've got Shamabudu. Is that Boris? Hello, Boris. I just showed up when that dingus showed up. This shit never happens in Toronto. I disagree. I think people run into dinguses all the time. If you watch Ken's stream, He runs into people like that all the time. Beachcomber says, hello, West Coast Walker. Hello, Beachcomber. There was a famous Canadian show called The Beachcombers back in the day. I'm not sure, David, but we're getting there. Oh yeah, Michelle, I would never go to Calgary in the winter unless I had to. Like I said, I'm not a fan of snow anymore. I saw enough snow in my life. I don't need to see any more. I know folks who don't live in it think it's pretty, but it's really just a pain in the ass and frankly dangerous. Hang on a sec. It snows in Vancouver too, a little bit. Yep. Last year it snowed. Maybe once a winter it'll snow, or none at all. You're not going to get much more than one or two snows, if any. He loved it here. He did, yeah. He enjoyed it there. He really liked Lake Louise, he said. We haven't heard from Henry in a long time. Who knows if he'll be streaming again or not. Style of homes, you see them all throughout Vancouver. They've got sort of a sunken first floor, and then they've got the second floor, the balcony. These are called the Vancouver Special. It's the name of the type of home, Vancouver Special. It's called Brewers Park. Yeah, that's cool that you got to meet Henry, Michelle. Me and him did a very long live stream here. a good Vietnamese restaurant over there. Tuan and Tui Kitchen. We have very good beef stew. This street is called Kingsway. It's a very long street. Goes on sort of an angle all the way down to through Burnaby, and I think past Burnaby maybe. I'm not exactly sure where it ends, but it's a pretty long thoroughfare. Got some police action going on here. We'll just keep going. Let the cops do their job. Okay, we'll see you next time, Michelle. at Wanderlust Luggage Repair. He has one of my carry-ons right now that I dropped off there last week to fix. Let's head north on Nanaimo. This looks like a empty lot waiting to be developed. It's actually for sale. Permit ready development site. Problem is the condos here are not selling. Hello, Steph Oliver, welcome. Shit. My empty Tim Hortons cup keeps falling out of my pocket. Don't want to leave that on the ground. Fortunately, the condo market here is frozen, basically. New condos aren't really selling really anywhere in Canada. Got some nice homes sitting up on the hill there. See large retaining walls in front. This home is for sale by two different agents, it looks like. Oh, I'm doing well, Steph. You live in France. Oh, cool. Well, my name's Robert. I live in Canada. We're in Vancouver today. That's where we usually are. I think we have another viewer from France as well in the chat, Jean-Marc Bordeaux. I've never been to France, but I'd like to go there. Mighty Bull supports all live streamers with motivation, hearts, tips, shoutouts, and badges. Yes, Mighty Bull. You're one of the best supporters out there. I saw you on Action Kid and Kid. Oh, the AK is kind of changing up his channel, though, it looks like. I don't know if you guys have noticed. He's been doing some more blog style or vlog style videos, whatever you want to call it, where he just kind of looks at the camera and chats for a while he's walking around. But those videos seem to be doing well. Giving a little more insight into his personal life and why he moved to New York City. I think he mentioned that he's got a new love interest in Vietnam, which I've known about for a long time. I never wanted to mention it on my channel, but that is the main reason why he moved. He visits France, Luxembourg, and Switzerland. That's cool. Got the SkyTrain up there. This is Nanaimo Station. SkyTrain's a pretty good way to get around. It's 100% automated. They don't have any drivers. Which definitely saves money. AK mentions or covers NYC's video. Well, yes, of course she's going to get a lot more views for New York City than Vietnam. I mean, that's a given, okay? New York City is essentially the cultural capital of the entire world. The most famous city in the world and the greatest city in the world, so no other city can compare to New York City. Not Paris, not London, not Toronto, not Hong Kong, not Tokyo. No other city in the world compares to New York, especially when it comes to its cultural influence on the world. So yes, you're going to get a lot more views from there than anywhere else, because the whole world wants to know what's happening in New York City. Not too many people really care what's happening in Vietnam, but people who follow Action Kid will watch his videos no matter what, like just because they want to see Action Kid rather than whatever city he's in. But just casual, but just watch casually. Yeah, they're mostly going to be interested in New York content, obviously. I myself don't watch much New York content anymore. I've already watched for many, many years Action Kid and CFAT and Tom from Walks on Wall Street. I was a mod for all of them, and I watched their live streams religiously. But once you've seen Times Square a million times, once you've seen Rockefeller Center a million times, once you've seen the tree lighting a million times, it's kind of, you know, not that big of a deal. Well, walk tubing has definitely gone down in terms of viewership. Like all the channels, Johnny mentioned, even his channel has suffered a lot this past year, basically. Viewer habits are changing, and the pandemic is now way behind us, and people are starting to go out again and maybe not watch as much YouTube. There's a lot of different content too. I mean, I myself don't watch a lot of live streams or recorded videos. I'll watch my favorite ones like Johnny and Ken and T-Shods. And if Henry were to stream again, I would watch Henry. And, you know, Sapand and all those guys as well. But there's green, one might call that. Yep, people going back to the office, definitely. It's going to cut into their YouTube viewing time. And, you know, I don't think YouTube's dying, though. I think YouTube is actually kicking butt. But the walk tubing community was never really that big. I mean, Action Kid's probably the biggest walk tuber in terms of subs, but he doesn't even have 500,000 subs. I'm not saying that the amount of subs he has is small, but compared to some channels, I mean, I watch chess content, a lot of chess players and chess instructors, and the biggest chess streamer has 7 million subs, Gotham Chess. And there's other smaller channels that have 700,000, 800,000. Hikaru Nakamura has over 3 million subs. And so I would say that the chess content on YouTube is much bigger than walk tubing. It's a nice large home there. Maybe a duplex. Tech how-to and phone videos. Oh yeah, tech channels are massive. What's his name? Marcus. Has like, I don't know, 13, 14, I don't know how many millions of subs he has. But One thing I like about our walk tubing community is we all seem to know each other and get along well with each other, and we're all pretty good friends, you know, in the chat, which is much different than all the other YouTube communities out there. I don't think people really know each other and are friends with each other and have huge group meetups. Like the chess streamers aren't going to have big meetups unless there's like some big chess event. But I don't think most of them really know their viewers on a personal level. Same with the tech guys. So our community is more unique, I would say, than most of them, and even though it's not huge. I mean, Action Kid, we met up when he was in San Francisco. He wanted to meet up with his viewers, you know what I mean? I don't know if Gotham Chess would necessarily want to meet with his viewers. Do you speak French? Non. Je ne parle pas français. Yeah, that's a great part about this genre. No, Mighty Bull's not yelling. SG is the one who always yells in the chat. SG is the one who always comes out with the big all caps messages. I don't know where she is today. Steph says, J'adore Kelowna and Okanagan. Oh, you're familiar with the British Columbia interior, is that right? Those are very beautiful, picturesque parts of British Columbia. Kelowna is a famous ski town. The Okanagan Valley is very gorgeous. It's wine country over there. The sidewalk needs some help. It's basically a 45-degree hill that they've created, that these trees have created with their roots. Record stream today, 2 dingus encounters. Yeah, I guess that is a record for dinguses. Vancouver is so expensive. Yes, that's true. Vancouver real estate is going for big stinky shit right now, says D. Trent. The condo market, yes. Well, this is what happens with real estate. There's always the boom and bust cycles, right? This is a nice house for sale. There's always boom and bust cycles. You know, people, it goes up and up and up, and then people can't afford it anymore. And then so not many houses are getting sold for a while, and then eventually the prices, they don't come down a lot usually, like they'll just stabilize basically, and then once there's kind of a shortage of low supply, the demand picks up again, you know. And we have Princess Margaret with us. Welcome, Princess. And Lauren Gorsline, Horison's Restaurant. Victoria Sobridge. Yes, Victoria is beautiful as well. Detached are also sliding. Don't fool yourself. Well, I wouldn't say detached are sliding. I think detached are still doing well. This time isn't usually. Oh, how do you know? Do you have some crystal ball where you know what the future is going to hold? I mean, in general, the Canadian economy is kind of in the dumps, but I don't think it'll remain that way forever. Skyrise residential, I would say, well, the newer condos aren't selling at all, really. They're charging too much for them, and condos don't have good resale value. So the investors aren't interested in that anymore. They instituted a foreign buyers ban and a foreign buyers tax, and so none of the foreigners are really be able to buy houses in the Vancouver area anymore. So that's one reason why things have kind of crashed in the condo market. Yeah, they do leave them vacant. They definitely, because they won't sell them unless they can make a profit. So they'll just hold on to them even if they're losing money in terms of carrying costs. This is Bonds Off Broadway, where they have a $2.95 all-day breakfast. And it's totally worth it. Get 2 eggs, a slice of ham or Canadian bacon, whatever you want to call it, 2 toasts, and a good amount of home fries, like properly cooked potatoes, nice fried potatoes, which are probably my favorite thing to eat for breakfast, is those home fries, man. Home fries, eggs, toast, ketchup, a little salt and pepper. You got your hell of a great meal right there. We've got Hidden Jackpots. Welcome, Hidden Jackpots. You missed the West Coast. Yeah, yes, I noticed you were here in Vancouver for a while, Adam. Hope you had a good time.
So bad. What a vlog.
How you doing?
What up, vlog?
Oh, no snow in Toronto? Randy said he was digging out his car, so I don't know. Must have snowed there recently, I guess. Oh, but I don't think Randy lives in Toronto anymore, so must have been a different area of Toronto. I mean, of Ontario, where it was snowing. It looks a lot like San Francisco there. In some ways, yeah, the hilliness aspect of it, yeah. And of course, the mountains in the background. Taller than what they have in San Francisco, these mountains are. In San Francisco, they mostly got the San Bruno Mountain that you can see. And then over in Pacifica, they've got some nice mountainous areas. But they're more like large hills rather than mountains per se. Like Twin Peaks and Mount Davidson, those aren't really mountains. If it's under 1,000 feet, I'd consider it just a large hill. What's the temperature? Good question. You can type in !weather and it'll give you the current temperature. It started out as 2 degrees, but I think it's warmed up a few degrees. Yeah, we're up to 7 now, so that's probably the maximum we're gonna hit for today. But it's totally fine for walking. One of the first days we've had this week where it didn't rain. Basically rains 5 or 6 days a week now. Yeah, it's warm for late November. I mean, we don't expect it to be too hot here this time of year. Too hot anywhere this time of year, except like Phoenix and shit. You figured with all the wildfires we might have a warmer winter? I don't know. Chicago got blasted with snow, did it? Doesn't surprise me. Chicago doesn't seem like the warmest city in the world. The Great Lakes area has a lot of snow. We've got Walking Beyond Borders. Half of us are in Toronto. Hello, Walking Beyond Borders. Rob says, look at the mountains. Yes, the beautiful coastal mountains. I'll try and get a better view for you there. That is one benefit of living here in Vancouver, is to see the beautiful mountains every day. Although in all fairness, after a while, you know, you kind of get used to it, so. Brad got 10 centimeters. Wow. All those trees filter the air. That's true. There is some pretty clean air here, I would say, because of all the trees. We have a tremendous amount of greenery here. Probably should have crossed at the light, but I felt like walking up quieter street. Hey, thank you, Walking Beyond Borders. Appreciate you, my man. Yeah, lots of cars. And around here you don't jaywalk. Jaywalking is not recommended. Lots of leaves in your yard, Jean-Marc. Yeah, this is the time of the year. We've got tons of leaves on the ground here all over the city. They actually will rope off the one, like basically do street cleaning. They'll put up signs and say no parking on this side of the street on this certain day at this certain time, and they'll come and with trucks and clean up all these leaves that are on the side of this street. All right, we'll see you at Hidden Jackpots. Go for another few more minutes and then start wrapping up the live stream. These guys have some nice Christmas decorations. Aloha Danica, thank you for a wonderful stream today. Thank you so much, Danica, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Aloha to you. You streamed at Niagara. The Canada side is much better, of course, yes. Vancouver is on the places of list. Yes, you should come check out Vancouver. Do I ever make it to Eastern Canada? I have never made it to the Atlantic provinces. I've never been there. The most east I've ever been to is Quebec City. I would like to go though. I'd like to see Halifax and New Brunswick and even Newfoundland I'd like to see. I'd like to see St. John's, Newfoundland. I think it'd be pretty cool. Hey, how's it going? Good, good. Well, for some reason the sidewalk is not it's not here. They have no sidewalks here. You got to walk right in the middle of the street. Okay, we'll do an exchange program. Okay, sounds good. I would love to check out the Atlantic provinces. Probably not in the winter though. If it snows, will I do a snow walk? Yes, I will, Cosmo, because it doesn't snow very much here in Vancouver, and I think that would be something that people would want to see. I don't do rain walks very often, but snow, I could do snow. I could do snow. I'll just have to dress warmly. I've got plenty of winter clothes, that's not a problem. Jean-Marc's been to Quebec. How did the more beautiful parts of Canada, no doubt. French culture is very unique and interesting and cool. I should do a stairs climb at Mount Royal in Montreal. Oh, is that, yeah, I think I've been up there before. I don't think I walked. I'd like to go to Montreal. I haven't been there in a long time. Problem with Canada, it's so big geographically that it's hard to get from A to B. All the cities are far apart. Not like if I was living in France, for instance, I could take a high-speed train to like so many different cities. You know, you could go to cities in Germany, you could go to England pretty quickly, you could go over to Spain, not that far, Italy, Switzerland, Luxembourg. Here it's about 5.5 hour flight just to get to Toronto. Yes, beautiful mountains in the distance. These are the coast mountains. Ken did it once. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I know he went to Montreal, but I didn't know that he did that. The walk up Mount Royal. Further east, Jason, U.S. has been is in Ottawa. You want to go to Montreal though? Yeah, Montreal is. Quebec City is probably the most picturesque city in the country, actually, in terms of the architecture and the streets and just like the food and the cafes, and it's just cool. Montreal is similar. Vancouver is picturesque for these beautiful mountains that I just showed you, and also the waterfront, and you know, the sea and the ocean, and Vancouver Island is its own thing, which I haven't been to since I've been here. I mean, I went to Vancouver Island many years ago, but I do want to go to Victoria. There are some walktubers that do Victoria, or at least one that I found that has a bunch of videos from Victoria. I don't know if they do live streams, but they do like 4K videos. Yeah, going down the stairs. I've been down my fair share of stairs in San Francisco. You'll never find a city with more stairs than San Francisco. I've got literally hundreds of outdoor staircases. Some really, really beautiful staircases that have all this tile mosaics and everything on them, and really colorful designs. And San Francisco is by far the most unique city in terms of terrain, the way it's so hilly and all the different nooks and crannies. All right, my leg is cramping up now. So good thing I'm back in my neighborhood and fairly close to my house, so we'll be wrapping up here in the next couple minutes. A almost 2.5 hour walk. I'll try to come out whenever it's sunny and not raining, which seems to be rare here in the fall, and we'll see what the winter's like. I imagine it's going to be rainy too.
Well, he's the same. She's been barking at the storm at night.
You started a Tech Talk series. Sounds good, David. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for joining Walking Beyond Borders. All right, we'll see you soon, Jean-Marc. And thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone for joining me on this walk through East Vancouver on a nice Sunday morning and afternoon. I hope you guys enjoyed our little stroll here. Thanks to everyone who sent support, super chats and whatnot. Aloha Danica and Randy and Mike Landry and a couple other folks. Sorry if I forget you, but I'll do a post when I remember exactly who gave the you know, when you walk around for 2 hours it's easy to forget these things, but appreciate everyone. Thank you to the mods, Medano and everybody, and hope you guys have an excellent Sunday and an excellent week. Thanks so much, Marie and Brad, Trojan Explorer, and everyone else who joined. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit those notifications when I go live. Feel free to join the memberships. I have a food review video out this month, and from the famous fast food place Nando's. All right, everyone, take care. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.